Happy Monday, everybody. It's your boy Jumpman Jones. You're now live inside episode 255 of the Kickin' Shit podcast. I agree with that. Wale would have snapped on that.
That's his lane, that black shit. And that joining us today behind the camera, we got D.
Nigga would have came in saying for Lauren.
Chocolate Delight, the woman king. She is the homie.
For Lauren.
How you doing back there?
I'm good.
P.T. County, Maryland.
To my right, man, it's the funniest, the talented. It's Young Picasso, your boy Jails, a.k.a. Jelly. Put him on the bread till he's fed. Comedian James, the Jellyfish. Young Picasso, yo motherfucking Superman. What's going on, bro?
Got a new a.k.a.
Oh, my God.
Handyman?
Handyman or Boy Wonder. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a man.
That one I gotta try to make that
Boy
mistake.
Wonder.
To my left, man.
Handyman. Oh, my bad.
It's the Notorious. It's my man, Jukebox Johnny, a.k.a. Crown Daddy, a.k.a. Crown Poppy, or the El Himador Poppy, the Avion Don, the Terramana God, the Malargo holder, Mr. Give Your Girl, Give Her Right Back, and she got camel toe, man. It's Mr. Jukebox Johnny, man. What's going on, brother?
What's poppin', man? Chillin'.
How you get on the rack? What you do before you get on the rack?
Real quick, man, I want to shout out to everybody listening right now. If you tuned in on YouTube, like and subscribe. You can find this podcast Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. Other than that, man, how y'all doing? What's going on? What's popping? What's happening?
It's good, man. Johnny, what's your get on the rack routine? What
You
you
know,
do?
it's been a minute, man. Like, if we bench pressing, you know, I'll walk up to it. I'll touch both sides like a smack on the ass on both sides.
I knew this was
on
gonna be
both
good.
of the plates.
Yeah, what up?
And then I'll get on there. I'll get my forehead right at the bar.
What
and
you do to
like line it up. And then
Okay.
like pull up to it a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I go push that bitch off. And that's it.
That's what's up, bro.
You know, curve my back a few times if it's heavy.
James, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Niggas like, bro, what the fuck?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
D, you
I
good
can't
back there?
complain. Yeah,
I'm
man.
good,
You know,
I'm good.
oh, my bad.
Nigga said, we
I
not
thought
talking
you
about.
asked me how I was doing.
I mean, yeah, keep going, man.
Oh, okay.
Execute.
Keep going.
Nigga don't had a hell of a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2 shots in. I had to give me 2 shots.
I see ya.
Oh, you did say that. You
Yeah,
did say
I
that.
feel like you got the fucking jaundice, bro. You drunk?
Look at how bad people
yelling
laugh.
like my daddy eye.
Oh, damn,
Fuck you, nigga. Got no John.
Nigga on the Tito's. I ain't had Tito's in a minute, bro. No, I think I had it over here before.
You definitely had it.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a minute. Maybe been a month.
But yeah, man, my week's been crazy, man. I've been getting
when it
to
comes
the
to verses.
shit.
Yeah. Chris Brown.
My bad.
Oh.
Go ahead, bro.
Like I was telling y'all before the podcast, I've been getting taken advantage of.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? This shit's bullshit.
At least you acknowledge it, so now
I
you know what to do in the future.
That's what I was.
Hey, that shit sounds suspect as fuck.
I've been taking advantage.
takeaway.
Yeah, like
Like,
Blue,
what?
blue.
Y'all, I talked to y'all about it, so I don't even take no offense to this. But anyways, that's the whole takeaway of
What,
what you
that you
just
got
said.
taken advantage of without the lube?
Shut the fuck up. It's the whole thing is
you want to lube?
the whole thing
Get off
is
from behind me without
you have
lube.
to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
That's the
That's
whole thing.
how we grow, right?
That's how I feel like I've grown.
and stop
you know what I'm
marketing yourself like a crackhead. Like
saying? Damn, D.
All right, so for,
but I deserve
for,
that,
for the
though.
people
I
that are
deserve
listening right now who have no clue what we're talking about, James does crackhead jobs for crackhead prices.
Hold on.
He does toweling.
No.
He will clean your car.
We need context to
He will clean your
this.
shoes. Hey, we're not going down. Like, we in the beginning of this show. We're not going down. That's what they're talking about. They're trying to tell this man to up his game and don't be taken advantage of, especially for your carpentry work.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
can't
for
be
real.
paid a lot for carpentry work.
You just didn't have to throw the crackhead in there, man.
Well, I mean,
You
those are
got-
crackhead prices.
I mean, it is though.
Cause I mean,
Like,
y'all do
damn.
realize like everything he say, he be like $100,
40. I do it for 40.
40.
Yeah.
Why y'all trying to play me right now?
I do it
I'm
for
just
do
saying
20.
quality
facts.
jobs, and I'm doing these for y'all niggas.
He about to
Them
teach
the
me how to
nigga
go.
Okay,
prices.
but that price you gave him was still crack prices.
that wasn't a nigga price. You right.
That was a crackhead price.
He had me fucked up price. That's the you got me fucked up price.
Hey, man, but
You know
now
what I'm
you
saying?
know, bro.
He listened to this pod. I'm looking at you, nigga.
Oh wow! Can you give me that Steve Harvey clip? All right, man. Real quick, let's get this show started, man.
Go ahead. Sorry, y'all.
Who out of the kings of the comedy had the best sitcom?
Bernie Mac. Actually, the most successful, Steve Harvey, but funniest, Bernie Mac. Sorry.
Funniest Bernie Mac. You got Bernie Mac. Who you got?
I'm gonna roll with Bernie too, man. But damn, it's so hard to go against that Steve Harvey show. Steve Harvey show had them storylines, bro.
Had two heavy hitters in it.
What? Because it had Said in there too. It had two Kings of Comedy.
That was Said show just as much
but
as
you
it was
said
Steve
Bernie
Harvey.
Mac.
It was called the
But
Steve
I
Harvey show.
still take Bernie Mac.
Personally, you'll take Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
I'm a roll with Bernie too. Just my personal opinion is probably my favorite. But Steve Harvey show had them storylines for you, bro.
They did.
When he had Bullet Head and
my nigga Bullet Head.
Yeah,
Bullet Head
Romeo,
and
man.
Romeo,
He had
bro.
them characters.
What was the big girl name?
Oh, dang, I forgot about her. She had a crush on Bullet Head. Oh, she had a crush on Romeo.
Romeo, yeah.
What was her name?
Carisha or something. It was something crazy.
I forgot.
Coretta.
Yeah.
Coretta. That was her
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. Steve Harvey might be
Steve
one up.
Harvey is my show because I think y'all in the chat y'all said Steve Harvey.
We said he had the most successful. Yeah.
Oh, he had the most successful. Oh, but y'all would pick Bernie.
Now Bernie got the
show
most
was good too.
the memeable show and like the
I
memorable
would say
moments
it
and
was,
stuff.
but
Bernie
Mac,
had the most star guest. The most star guest.
yes, but Bernie, that little boy made the Bernie Mac show.
Oh yeah,
funny.
Jordan.
Jordan made that show.
Did you
hilarious.
hear?
But the Kings of Comedy sold that show concept,
Right.
Because that's the concept
They
he
couldn't
talked
do
about.
that shit
Oh
now.
yeah. That's
So
crazy.
I think that's why everybody fell in love with that little boy because that's who he talked
He
about
was
the
supposed
most
to be
in the
him
bit.
down stale.
Yeah.
I want some milk. But did y'all hear Steve Harvey talk about his that whole debacle on Shannon Sharpe shit
With the show or with Kings of Comedy?
with the show and Kings of Comedy?
What happened with the show?
He said on the show he wanted some guy from Cheers and Steve Harvey to do the show. But they said instead of that, Steve Harvey's such a stand-up guy. He said he was pulling strings and he didn't even have. He said he wanted said or he was gonna walk. And he said he was scared as hell when he said that shit. But he said
Sometimes you gotta stand 10 toes down. though.
yeah, that's what he said. He said he stood down and they gave him said. They said they'll try him out for a season. Next thing you know, they said fuck it. Save the man. You know what I'm saying?
The
I thought
chemistry,
that was
the
some real
chemistry
shit.
there, man. Sometimes that's what it is.
White person is gonna work on that show anyway? Like who works?
Now it wasn't a white dude, it's the black dude from Cheers, the bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he was saying, he was like, tell the truth. You look like I'll room with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was the whole
he was
thing.
right about that too. Like
He's
him
a
ain't said
comedian,
got
so
it.
it's like he still wanted to give that comedic, side.
That's like
to
Pippen
everybody.
and Jordan of if you take the Kings of Comedy, if you take that whole thing, I feel like him and Said are the most talked about. One him and Said were like a good tandem. I mean, of course, Bernie had the best set. Everybody says of the Kings of Comedy, but to get Said and him on the show, just two, like you got 2 in 1 with DL having his show, and Bernie having his show. You get a 2-for-1 right there, and Steve. Like, what else can you ask for? Like, that was dope.
Hey, I used to have the biggest crush on
Regina.
Levita.
Oh, Levita.
I ain't like Regina because people used to say my mama looked like Regina. So I used to be like,
what's
hell no.
crazy?
But Levita?
She your type.
Yeah, definitely.
She
Levita
your
was something,
type.
boy. I used to love her. It was between her, Pam, and Fancy. I used to like Fancy too.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
Fancy was
pretty
Fancy,
cool.
nice.
They were my 3 like
Fancy not your
sitcom
type,
hard
though.
hitters.
Fancy.
They wasn't, but I
Fancy
No.
was John's type.
The other 2 is your type. Fancy not your type. Fancy
I know.
your
I
fantasy.
Like the Fancy though.
Cause
I was
Fancy
like,
not my type.
shit.
She a fancy.
But they were my 3 sitcom hard hitters, bro.
yeah, I feel that. Damn, that was good. That was yeah. I think I wanted Regina. Shit, I wanted Regina on the game. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, she still look good.
Yeah, she
I
still
couldn't
look
get
good.
with her. People used to say she looked like my mom, so
Yeah,
I used
you
to
don't
be
want
like,
that. You don't want that.
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Nah, but that was a good. Yeah.
Oh, what did he say about the Kings of Comedy before I get into this?
He was saying when it first started off, it was just him, Sid, and Bernie Mac, and he said like it was crazy because he said going after Bernie Mac was just too hard for him. You know what I'm saying? He was like Bernie Mac used to like slay the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So when he came on, he was just trying to, I guess, get everybody to laugh.
Yeah.
But he
Kind of
said
like D-Ray when we was in Houston. Like,
Yeah.
Not D-Ray. Who came on last? Mike Epps. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
Let's go home.
It just depends on who you following, man. Because boy, if they rip it, man,
A lot
people
of comedians said that even when Bernie Mac used to be on, what was that?
Comedy Jam.
Comedy Jam, yeah.
he don't wore it out. So now it's just like you got to go in there and do your thing. But he said it never used to work for him. So, they used to have like 45 minute intermissions, and he said that shit wasn't working either. And he shouted out Charlotte. He said because they had like the hockey ring or something, and they had like
that's
some
where the
plywood.
Checkers used to play.
Yeah, they had some plywood under there, and they said the black people was on the ice freezing and shit, and they was like they had to come up with something. So they said DL got added to the show, and then Steve was like, "Fuck it, I'll host it." And he said that ended up working out better for him. And
Right.
He said,
because Steve didn't have a set.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
after
his
that.
set was like basically the jokes he told.
between.
Told in
Right.
between.
He said after that, the Kings was born. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I never
everybody
seen
do
a
that shit.
Steve special. Have you ever seen a Steve?
I don't think he has like a real special. I think he got like some hours that he did on like Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen those.
Yeah, I don't think he have a real special.
But a lot of stuff
No,
that
he
he's done
do
is
have a
hosting.
special. He had a special on HBO.
Oh, okay.
He talked about that too because he said he was doing the special and his mom had died, and
yeah.
he said like he was so messed up that he was doing his special jokes on the Kings of Comedy tour.
Oh, that's right.
And people was like, we heard that before. You know what I'm saying? And then he said somebody came on the radio and said he don't deserve to be a king. So he said he stayed up that whole night writing jokes, switched it up, came back out. And he said he just killed it after that. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, damn. You know what I'm
One
saying?
thing I
Like,
can say about the interview, that was some two country motherfuckers
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to each other.
Y'all made me so mad I didn't click play on that, man.
he said him, Perkins, and Shannon should have
Yeah.
a podcast.
They should. Hold
said that'll
on,
be the-
Steve.
He said that'll be the
Hold on,
country
Steve.
shit ever.
The country is shit.
Ain't that nigga from Ohio though? Steve.
I don't even know.
Yeah, Steve is.
from
But I think his
Ohio.
family
Yeah.
from somewhere
I
else. He
think
was
it's from
saying.
Alabama.
Yeah, because he said he
Okay.
would go in the summers and work the pig farm.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
I
okay.
watched that whole shit, man. But
Yo, Steve
was-
got an interesting story about how like making it so late in life. Like a lot of cats get hung up on like if they ain't made it by 30, if they ain't made it by 35, they kind of just let it go
Yeah.
and they move on. But Steve, like, I mean, he talk about how he, worked the job, worked twice, told his
Yep.
family what he was doing. They told him he couldn't do it, and
How he slept in his car. 'cause
I
he
so
believed-
yeah, like
believe
man,
in
that's
stuff.
what I'm saying about like failure. Like failure is really just a concept of you. Like how do you deem your successes? You know what I'm saying? Do you
Right.
even deem anything a failure? Like if I feel like that mindset will drag you down if you think like, damn, I failed. I did not do that thing.
Right.
It's like, damn, you're like some people can't bounce back from that type of mentality. They stay in the hole.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you can't even process that, if all you see is the light at the end of the tunnel, then you gonna get to the end of the tunnel somehow, some way, because you won't stop moving. Like that, and that's why I like guys like Steve. Like he could have been easy. Say, you know what? I did some jokes. I failed. Fuck it. You
But
know what I'm saying?
he went hard. Like I appreciate like when he talks about his wife, like the way he talks about his wife. But he talks about how he met his wife when he was broke, and she knew it, and she was just like, "You can't afford me yet. Go do what you got to do. Come back to me."
Y'all ever read or listened to Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man? He talked about it in the first chapter, how like he always was on the grind because he knew what he wanted, but he just knew he wasn't there yet. He would always push to that.
Cause you can get there. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's just it's just a mental thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's like if you can think I know this shit sound cliche as fuck, but if you can think something, like you can imagine, you can see it, 9 times out of 10, you probably can get to it if you work to get it.
Yeah.
And so
I
that
literally
shit.
just finished this book. No surprise. But it's like
Your 12th one of
Both
the
of
year,
y'all the
probably.
both
it's
readers.
actually my 18th.
18th of the year. God, dog.
Which one you on? How many?
I'm on like 3.
Good job, Johnny. I'm proud of you.
I just started reading comics just to get my reading back up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that
still
counts. You know
reading.
that
Yeah,
counts.
It still
That
counts.
fucking counts.
But there's
got some hard
a
words
book
on it.
called How to Heal Toxic Thoughts. And it talks about how a lot of times we get into this cycle of once we think one negative thing, we think of something else negative. And so then it alters how we do things. And so if I'm thinking like, oh, I'm having a bad day, like, damn, I don't feel like going to work, or damn, it's too early, it's this. Now my cognitive is off and everything. So now I done dropped my coffee because I'm not focused.
Yeah.
So now my coffee done spilled. I'm like, shit, it's a horrible day. Like, it just keeps
snowball.
Just
going.
keep
Chain
going.
of
Yeah.
events, huh?
Yeah.
My best friend got this saying. He was like, "Ain't no plan B.
No.
It's just plan A. I don't know what I like.
Right.
Like you can't think about that if you're trying to get somewhere. Like this is what I figured out when it's time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm just doing this, so I don't.
Said that scoop.
I don't know. No.
I'm about to say.
But I'm about to.
Scoot always think he got some philosophy to drop on your ass.
Scoot the 704 version of T.I.
Y'all stupid.
I remember, man, I was playing basketball one time. This nigga was like, they can't guard you, nigga.
Hell yeah.
He can't whisper that shit to me. They can't guard you, nigga.
And you went off, didn't you?
Bro, I came back down, missed the layup. I was like, man, yeah.
That boy
False
used to
hope,
motivate me when we used to hoop. I was like, this nigga got me thinking I'm going to make the league.
Yo, before I play this clip, man, Johnny always work off motivation. It could be positive, or you could just hit him real hard. He like, all right, bitch. Like, nigga won't get back. All right, man, I'm going to play this clip from the interview we talking about with Steve Harvey, though. He sat down with Shannon Sharpe this weekend. Of course, the bullshit makes it viral, not the good shit. So we already went through the good shit. Let's get to the bullshit. Wow.
Hey, everybody, I'm Steve Harvey.
Today, these young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
Well, they need to, what? Okay, if you don't, how that's working? You know, how that's working? Who don't need no man?
I'm independent. I can do for myself.
Yeah, but why do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to?
No.
If somebody could get out there and drop this transmission for you and sandblast your house, why don't you go get your nails done? I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? I tell you what. Try to live without them. Try to live your life without women. This ain't about la-da-da, man. This some bullshit without women. If it wasn't for women, what would you? Aristotle Onassis said it best. He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Dog, women is everything. They catch me out. They the lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man.
Okay.
But this system of marriage is still good.
Okay.
This system of a man taking care of a woman, that's really how it's supposed to be. All the rest of it's bullshit, man. And y'all need to quit tricking yourself with this new way of thinking. Because there's no way of thinking.
That's that cute dog.
Oh, no damn well.
Man,
I'm
look,
sorry. What's wrong with this?
I halfway agree with him.
It's like I agree 100%, but I also see all sides of that argument.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all start, man.
I would like to start.
Go ahead.
And I hope this don't get me in trouble.
Let's hope it does.
Let's hope it does, right? Makes for good content.
Yeah.
But anyways, now, I mean, like I believe in the part where he said a man is supposed to take care of a woman. I agree with that. Old school traditions actually hold weight, and they've actually been working for a long time. So I don't have a problem with that. But when you say you supposed to just get any woman, like, you know what I'm saying, she ain't supposed to bring nothing to the table, I highly disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely in this day and age, because we got a lot of women that just I mean, just be real, they ain't it.
Say it, bro. You say
They
like it's
ain't
on
it,
it.
goddammit.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling it on my Uncle Jerome, nigga. Hey, nigga, they ain't it, nigga. But nah, for real, there's some of them that just ain't worth a damn, nigga. First of all, if your ass can't do the bare essentials, cook, clean, goddamn, just cook and clean.
Take your time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those, period.
Like
if you
what?
can't
Like
do those,
what type
you need
of
to go
clean
back.
your whole house and just keep it, you know?
Bruh, I'm
So
talking
when
about
company come over, it's presentable.
No, I'm talking about a bust down clean. I'm talking about get up under that carpet, goddamn, hit the. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, deep cleaning.
Yeah.
How often you want your lady
ain't
to
even
do
gotta
that
be
though?
clean. You can just gotta know how to be clean.
I got you.
You know
I
what
got
I'm
you.
saying? For real. And some type of cooking skills. How
But
you
you
gonna take
still
care
want
of
her to go
family when you don't know
work,
how to
though?
cook?
I'm just asking.
I mean, if you can hold them two down, I'm cool with you not working.
Oh, okay.
If you can hold them two down, and I'm talking solid.
Yeah,
I'm talking about no gaps nowhere.
I feel you.
Cooking clean, and I'm gonna add one in there. Take care of the kids. If you can do them three, you good.
So basically, you do agree with him. I mean, she's bringing to the table, I think, I think in your scenario,
but she
she's
gotta
bringing
bring
to the
that
table, what she is almost. I I don't want to sound bad, but she's bringing to the table what she's expected almost. You know what I'm saying?
but
I'm taking care of you, so at least can you do this?
Right.
You know, so the bare minimum.
But see, if I got to go to work 12 hours, come home, clean, cook, do all that shit, nah.
Yeah, what you need her for?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
on my
I mean,
plate.
there's a question.
Plus, pay all
what is
the
she there
bills.
for?
Plus, do it. That's a lot. That's a
just
lot on my plate.
Have
right
kids? Is that the only reason she would be
now. That's
there
what
for?
Steve's saying.
No, that's
I
not.
don't know.
That's not what Steve's saying.
What he saying then?
Steve is saying take care of. Like he's saying like if so the discussion that he's addressing goes. The men are asking the women, "Hey, what is it that you bring to the table?"
Exactly.
And basically, within that discussion, these men are expecting women to bring not only what you mentioned to the table, but also work a job, bring some income to the table, bring some, you know what I'm saying? Can you do this? Can you do that? It's like there's a list of things they would like women to bring to the table outside the bare essentials. You're agreeing with Steve because Steve is simply saying you're a man. You're supposed to be able to take care of your household.
Right.
Now, if your woman should choose to want to work, great. But as a man, your job is to take care of your woman and the kids. So therefore, her cooking and cleaning, we're not even talking about that.
But some women don't know how to do that, Landon.
Yeah, but what I'm
But
saying,
that woman don't need a man.
yeah, but
And I agree with that. You
but what I'm
shouldn't want a
saying
man
is
if you
he's
don't know how to
he's
do
not
that.
addressing that part of the conversation. He's addressing the internet when they're talking about. Well, shit, what she bring to the table? She ain't got no shit. What kind of job she got? What she do? What she drive? What she gonna pay? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's addressing.
But most men want the bare essentials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
most
but
men want that.
I'm telling you what he's addressing. That's all I'm saying.
Right,
I'm saying he's addressing that.
I feel you. But I'm just saying, I'm just throwing this in here. I don't want to go on no rant. But most men want that. You know what I'm saying? They want that one that could cook, clean, and take care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is a plus. To be honest with you, I'm just talking from I don't know shit. I'm just talking from me. Anything else outside of those three is a plus to me. If you can still get up and go to work and do what you want to do after that, amen to you. But it's not. I'm not
A
saying
woman
you
that can
got to
cook
do that.
is a good commodity.
That's a necessity, bro.
I don't know if it's a necessity, but it's good. It's
That's
a good trait.
Necessity. You need that.
Can't be eating out every night.
Exactly. You need that. She's the nourisher. She gonna feed you.
So he made mention of what. First of all, I think why I started to disagree with him is that times have changed, and so we don't live in those times anymore. And so since those times have changed, the women don't really necessarily see them needing a man because at the end of the day, women and men nowadays don't think about the communion of marriage as much.
They don't.
As opposed to just having a partner. You know, you talk to some women, hey, I got all of these things. I just want somebody to share it with. So in essence, as people, we long for companionship. Just human beings. We all do it. We all want companionship, period. Now, when it comes down to men and women, I think in this day and age, men and women both can look at themselves. And if you're 30 plus right now and you live alone and you take care of all your bills, you don't necessarily need a partner. You would like a partner. You want a partner to share some of that load with, to walk through this life with. So, I mean, when he starts talking about, in those instances, I disagree because at the end of the day, whether people get married or not, the two parties need each other in some sense, but not in the sense that you're talking about as far as like marriage. People get by without it. My mom's never been married. You know, I know other people who have parents that's never been married. I mean, it's just really a choice. Everybody realizes they got a choice now. Like, I don't have to get married to have love. You know, that's an option for people now. That wasn't an option when Steve was young. It was like marriage. Right. People got relationship options now. There's so many different types of relationships that you can go into. So traditional isn't the only way. I agree with Steve when you say a man should provide for a woman. But my only caveat to that is this. When I watch that clip and I take into everything I know, and you take into the fact of the conversation that everybody's talking about, well, what does she bring to the table? One thing that also has changed with times, I'm on the tangent. I'm off my beaten path, but I forgot to say this. Another thing that's changed with time is, and you read a book on this. Men used to put the women on a pedestal, and men don't do that no more because men are slowly realizing, like, hold up, dog, you need me. So why the fuck would I do all of this to get you? How about you come get me? And that, I think, is dangerous when you start having those thoughts. Now, I'm not saying those thoughts are right or wrong, but when it comes to people and their thinking, like, now you're going levels deep that they didn't go back when Steve was young. So now these men are having these conversations because they're looking at everything they've obtained without you, and they're like, hold on, dog, what I need you for? Like, tell me why I need you.
I got a good conspiracy to go with this, but I'm not even going to talk about that.
Okay.
One thing I'm going to say is, though, is like self-value. Look how just black men alone, and look how we've been dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you actually are a good person, you know what I'm saying, that don't do that want to provide for somebody, that wants to do all that, and then you got the run of the mill of what you got for like women, that don't make you want to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go ahead and marry you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it has to be something that she brings to the table, because most people are sheep. I hate to say that, but most people are. They emulate and do what the other people do. So if it's working for her, it can work for you. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just feel like you got to bring something. You got to bring some type of personality. You got to bring some kind of cooking. You got to bring some kind of cleaning. You got to bring some kind of nourishment or something. Let me know that you are worthy of having a family, because not just a man needs to provide for a family. A woman has to nurture kids. You know what I'm saying? A woman has to be a mother.
She don't have to. She don't have
What?
to. She don't have to. That's an option.
I don't want no woman that ain't gonna be a mother.
That's an option. But that's what you want. So let me go.
What?
Let me finish my thought. So back to what I was saying. Times have changed. Women don't necessarily have to nor want to bear children nowadays. You meet women who don't want kids. You meet women who want they don't want to part, because that's what you want. And that's fine.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so what Steve is doing is projecting an old school ideal on a new generation.
Right.
And although he's right in what he's saying, that new generation has to want that. But back to the point I was getting to. So now when you come into this new school with these guys who have achieved so much without a woman, and these women that have achieved so much without a man, they're both looking at each other saying, hey, what do you bring to the table? And I think the shit's fucked up, because although both of these parties want a traditional marriage, well, the men are seeing their value, and they're like, I don't have to chase you, sweetie. You have to chase me, because I got this, and the average man don't have this. I got this, and the average man don't have this, and so on and so forth. And so when I think about what Steve said, although Steve is right, what do you say to the masses when you say, okay, that's true, Steve. A man who wants a family is supposed to be able to provide for that family. And a woman who wants a man should be able to receive that and do whatever comes to that. But this is the hardcore truth, and we talked about it on the show before. If the average man is making $42,000 a year,
Yeah, we talked about that.
all right. If the average man is making $42,000 a year, in order to get that woman, he's got to pick up a second job. Now, if he picks up that second job, let's say that escalated him to 60. Now he can bring you in, take you on dates, kind of shelter that load. But the more y'all life grow, the more he'll have to work to take care of you. Is that even feasible for the average man to say, I can take care of everything? Of course, at the end of the day, it's up to these couples. So although I don't disagree with what he's saying, the reality is, if these men are having these discussions, it actually makes sense, because if you look at the numbers, what are you bringing to the table? I only got 42 grand. So I only, honestly, can take you to the movies, dinner, and fuck you. I can't even think about taking it past marriage with you, because I can't afford
Look at
you.
John, 42.
And at the end of the day, who are we to limit men who only make that much and say, well, I guess you can't have love because you can't afford it? It's like I get what he's saying. He is speaking facts,
Right.
but you're not speaking to the common man who is, just living at 42 or at 54. Shit, nowadays 54, hopefully, You know what I'm saying? But it's a good. I like the way he addressed the conversation, but at the end of the day, times have changed drastically.
You know, Steve would tell that man to grind though.
Of course, and
yeah.
but when this is what I told D. I said that's why I said he would have to pick up the second job, right?
Yeah.
Now you get married. Now you get the woman. You pick up the second job. But now what's happening to your time? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What does your woman want? Not only does she want you, she wants your time.
She gotta be willing to know that her time is not. You know, she gotta be willing to know that you doing this to provide for her.
And so now, as a man, that you making all these provisions for this one woman, you grinding it out, but she might not be willing to be on the back burner because you got to work 2 jobs for her.
Oh,
and
that's on her then.
You see what I'm saying? Of course that's on her. But what I'm saying is, like, let's look at the realistic picture here. Let's just be real. Sometimes you have to be real. Like, everybody, men, women, we all have to be real. Hey, yeah, you got that man, and he's doing everything he can to keep you, but are you okay with just a date night on a Saturday? Because that's all the time he has. You got to think about that too. Because, yeah, you might want to go try that restaurant on a Monday. Are they having a special on a Wednesday? But I work on Mondays and Wednesdays. I don't have no wiggle room because I don't make much.
Communication. Here we
So
go.
it's a 20 levels deep conversation. You got to think about it from all the sides. Of course, you can grind it out. But if I'm grinding it out, I don't have time for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Not like you want me to.
relationships. You gotta communicate.
Both sides of the coin, their pool is shrinking as time goes on. It's just shrinking. It just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Man, find you somebody out there that's willing to try. If y'all both willing to try, this shit probably gonna work.
Exactly. And that's what I agree with.
D'Angelo had it fucked up. He had that song with Woman's Worth. It's a nigga's work.
Hey, that sound like some shit. What's my boy name in
Cause
Cali?
a real woman, no
OT Genesis
real
probably could do a
man,
song about like
when
that.
she sees
Bobby Womack had a nigga worth song.
Oh, for real?
If you think you're lonely,
Oh,
now,
Wait a
shit.
minute.
wait until tonight. That was a nigga's worth.
That's true. That's true.
All right, D, you say to that?
That nigga kept it real.
Look at this.
She been ready to go to sleep.
And D,
Like,
you
these
say to
niggas got
that?
me
He like, hold
sleepy.
the fuck up.
Nah, I let y'all have that conversation. I have a lot of thoughts.
Why you keep doing that?
Fake smoking.
I've talked to Landon about this a few times. But I agree with kind of what everyone has said, especially Johnny. It takes 2 people. If 2 people try, then you can go far. I think a lot of times we hear these celebrities have their input on what marriage should be, what relationship should be, what companionship should look like, and we try to emulate that, and we try to copy that. Everybody nowadays, they want to be Jay-Z and Beyonce. They want to be
couple.
Everybody want to be a power couple, but at the end of the day, some of y'all don't have no power to be a power couple. Some of y'all don't have the ability to do what's necessary to make it work for both of y'all. I think for men, it's crazy as hell to me. Sometimes I've heard personally, what do you bring to the table? And I can run my stats off.
But as a woman, you're not even supposed to.
But
you're not supposed to bring
why
shit
am I
to the table.
Right? Why am I doing that? Why am I running my stats off to prove that I'm worthy enough for you?
Them niggas intimidating.
See, I'm
Like-
gonna keep it real. You don't
Hold
want
on,
me.
let her
Oh,
finish.
my fault. My fault.
I'm at the end of the day, I don't ask that question to a man. Like, I've had these discussions with my homegirls, I've had these discussions with my homeboys, but that's not a question. That's not a dating question for me. Like, what is your heart like? What other characteristics do you have? Because marriage isn't just glitter and gold. It's not just walking down the aisle that day. What happens if I'm ill and I can't wipe my own ass? Are you still gonna be here? I need to know what's your heart. What's your heart looking like? What's your mindset? What's your morals? Like, those are the things that are important. Money is necessary in this life because we live in a capitalist society, and I get that.
Yeah.
But I am a hustler. I am a grinder. I've always been. I come from a family of them. Whoever I deal with probably is going to be of the same nature, and it's just gonna work because we want it to. And it might not work because that's not my person. But I'm not walking into something saying, oh, I'm done taking care of me now. You supposed to take care of all my bills and do this and do that and da-da-da-da. And here I am just going to cook for you barefoot pregnant in the kitchen. That's just not how my life is set up.
Smothered turkey neck.
Listen, I don't even
every
eat turkey
night
necks no more.
With
Like
the greens and the mac and cheese.
But nothing against the woman who expects that.
Right.
Nothing against the woman who expects nothing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
And it's
like,
totally fine if that's what you need.
What I want is different from what the next woman wants.
Yeah.
What this man wants is gonna be different from the next man.
Yeah.
So it's really about finding your person and really making it work. And like, I mean, I get what Steve is saying. I agree. I still believe in, conventional marriages. I still believe in traditional things, but I also understand that we are in a different time. And so the whole table conversation blows my mind. I don't really understand why we're still having it, because everybody has something they're bringing to the table. I don't care if your ass can only afford a screw. You're bringing a screw to that table.
Yeah.
Right. You paying the light bill.
You paying something. You doing something. If all you got is a chair, you bringing something.
Facts.
True.
And it's like, I think, who is it? Kim Kardashian or somebody? One of them damn Kardashians.
She told them to work their ass off.
Not even that. She said something like, "I am the table" or some shit.
Oh, Kim said that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's Kim, Courtney, Chloe, one of them. And maybe it was a me.
Chloe
I don't know.
picked in the table though.
But
fake ass.
bitch, be the table.
Hey, no.
If that's what you want to be the table. Me personally, I know one of the last few conversations I had with my grandma was, I'm tired. I'm tired as hell. I don't want to have to. I'm not trying to prove anything in regards to the worth of what I can do in a relationship.
So what do you want?
Huh?
What do you want? What the guy to show up with? Nothing?
No, you have to show up with something, but you have to show up with, it's really about what's your character makeup? What's your mental like? What's your heart looking like? Do you have a relationship with God? I done been through some stuff. So I lean heavy on faith. When you are in a relationship, you're not always gonna like that person.
Right.
But are you willing to still be my friend? Are you willing to pray with me, pray for me, pray over me?
Make sure you edit that one.
I like
So like it's just a lot. It's just a lot more things other than surface level.
I feel it.
I want to get out of here. Let's get to the business.
No, that wasn't the business.
No, Don Lemon.
That was some deep business right there, though.
Don Lemon, man. Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson got fired this week. Tucker Carlson, I know that's your guy. I know you.
Hey, shout out to Tuck, bro. I texted him to make sure he was good.
To make sure he was good.
Hey, man, never hit me back. Must have been an old number.
On Monday, man, CNN anchor Don Lemon and Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson were both fired from the prospective stations, and both stations said that there was a mutual parting of the ways. That does not seem to be what happened. Don Lemon had been with the station for 17 years.
Sheesh.
Carlson had the #1 show on television, I think. Hold on, Tucker. He had the highest rated show on all of cable. So that says a lot. And with the 2024 elections moving closer and closer, there's a lot of speculation on what really caused them to move away from both of these guys. I've heard this with Don Lemon. It was the Variety article that kind of said he's been misogynistic with the female employees and being kind of insulting with some of the women guests. And then I think the last straw was when he said that lady was past her prime. As for Tucker Carlson, there was a lawsuit filed from a voting company against Fox, and they was some text message released from Tucker Carlson, I think saying that he didn't believe the election was a hoax, but he was going with it for the news or something.
Right.
And so they kind of had to get away from him. They are saying they had to separate themselves from Tucker.
Yeah, so. That's what the lawsuit was, that the company that made those voting machines, Fox News, was going with the Trump rhetoric that the machines was rigged and that they took the election from them. And Fox News was sticking with that, even though a lot of the on-air personalities disagreed with it and knew he lost. Mm-hmm. They were doing it because their job, this is what we going with. And there was some text messages exchanged, you're right. And Tucker Carlson was one of the people that was texting. His text messages went out. One of the women did too. But I think, I think Tucker is the highest paid anchor there. Yeah. So it's like, shit, we just lost $739 million. We got to cut some cost.
Yeah.
Oh, you the biggest cost.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got the highest rated show.
And I think they both, it's interesting because the news networks are saying that it was amicable, but each of them are saying that's not the case.
It definitely wasn't.
So they both got attorneys, the same attorneys that Chris Cuomo had.
Yep.
Oh,
the same law
Cuomo
firm.
will get them right. Come on, lawyer, will get them right.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you know it's not amicable because Tucker had a show the day before and he didn't sign off like he was his last show.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
They let him know as soon as curses went down, you fired, nigga. Damn.
And it was like breaking news. Like
Yeah.
they broke the news on Fox News. And so it was like, hey,
Right.
this just in. You know,
Whoever's
Right
on
after
that
show
time
went
slot,
on.
though, that Fox News time slot that Tucker got, I think it's the 8 o'clock time slot or the 7 o'clock. That shit is big money.
Damn.
Yeah.
So whoever get it. And
well,
I don't know.
I feel like Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson are so like they're bigger than the network. Like this don't even phase them. Like they can move on
Right.
and do a lot of different things. Like they build their name so much. Like I think Tucker Carlson made a video today addressing the fire and had 12 million views. Like these guys Don Lemon say, hey, I'm taking my man and we going to chill on the beach. And
Right,
I'll worry about getting the
somebody gonna
job
pick them
later.
up.
I'm still hosting
Somebody
the
gonna
New
pick
Year's.
And I think that's what I'm saying. Like they so big, it's like, oh,
Whenever they want to.
y'all just released LeBron and Steph. Like,
Yeah, you
like-
basically your two highest. Maybe not in CNN. I feel like Anderson Cooper still runs CNN.
facts.
But
facts.
Tucker was definitely the
All
man
right,
over
Steph
there.
and Clay.
Yeah. Tucker was definitely a man over there. I mean, they still got Hannity at Fox and
I
all
think-
the Laura Ingraham and all them.
Yeah, I think Tucker is fine. Don Lemon, I'm not so sure just because of the misogyny allegations that came out. And
Yeah, that hurts.
I think he was respected because he was a part of CNN. But a lot of
yeah,
people
he's black,
didn't really
too.
want to deal with him.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
His
yeah.
ass better go over to what's Jason Lee Network?
Oh hell no, Hollywood Unlocked.
Send him over to
No.
Hollywood Unlocked. Are the Daily Show still looking for a host?
No,
I
thank
doubt
you.
they'll put him on there.
I was
though.
about to say
Don
they
Lemon
gonna
ain't
put
funny.
Leslie Johnson in his spot on CNN. Hey, white people. Yelling at people.
Stay in politics, bro. Let's see. Johnny said Biden's officially running. We misreported last week, so Johnny, go ahead and get us
We all
together.
knew it was coming, but it was the official press release that he is running for office.
How old is this nigga?
He'll be 80. Yeah.
Nigga, sit your ass.
Yeah, when he get reelected. If he get reelected. And a lot of people, like, they asked Oprah about it. Oprah didn't say shit. Oprah was just like,
Shit crazy.
Right.
Hey,
I forgot
that's
what
what's
she
up.
said, but she basically didn't. She like know the shit sound crazy, but she knows she got to put her money towards the Democrats, so she just like, yeah, you know what my answer is.
What if she was like, that's what's up? I'll be wanting a real answer for somebody sometimes, but good.
Charles Barkley the only one to do it.
It's crazy.
Charles Barkley the only nigga to do it.
I think that motherfucker old. Shit.
Let me tell you something.
What else we got here? Brittany Griner spoke this week
BG,
about her experience
baby
in Russia.
gangster.
Well, she can't stand DeMarcus Cousins.
For real?
I feel like her whole press conference was because of DeMarcus Cousins.
What did Marcus Cousins do, bro?
Oh no, that's just the nigga that she challenged.
Oh,
She said,
yes, he did. Yeah,
she
yeah.
said she said she was better than DeMarcus.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm better than DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousin, give it a business. The boogie give it a business, bruh.
And she
she ain't know
discounting
that
the fact that DeMarcus Cousins is like 200, 300 pounds.
She don't care.
Right.
She said she could bust his ass.
It must be
Say he
face-up
trash.
moves.
They got to do this celebrity boxing at least.
Celebrity
I
hoops.
wouldn't mind seeing WNBA, NBA one-on-ones.
That shit would be fire.
Yeah, that shit would be crazy. That,
Probably should
that'll
start.
get some eyes on the league.
Yeah, it would be.
What did Brittany Griner talk about?
She did it. Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Take your time, brother.
Well, he just put the
She
herpes
did
on
like
her.
her first press conference last interview. The WNBA season about to kick off soon, so they did like their, when you first come in, you get to talk to the team and the media and stuff, media days. And she was just explaining like her experience when she was over in Russia. She made a announcement that she said she wouldn't play overseas again. Only time she would play overseas again is she representing the USA, or if they fix the pay gap between the basketball players, which we talked about a lot of times on here. Why is a pay gap
for 5 years.
Shit. What else did you talk about? It was something else I wanted to. Damn, I should have wrote it down. Anybody else remember a highlight from that interview?
No,
All I remember is her
just
voice is
remember her
deep
voice,
as
bro.
fuck.
Yeah,
I
she
did
got a
not
deep
know
ass
her
It got
voice was
deeper.
that- I
It
didn't
has
know her
always
voice
been
was that
deep, but now ain't no hint of femininity in that voice.
I did not know that.
Like, listen, dog. I mean, the pay discrepancies between us. I mean, I could take DeMarcus Cousins 1-on-1. I mean, look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on, big dog. Let me talk. Look at the stats. Oh, nah, you got it?
Nah, I don't have it.
I'm pretty sure DeMarcus Cousins got better stats.
Nah, nigga, you 1,000% right. And he got a weight advantage. They're passing they presented a bipartisan bill in the Senate this week, banning anyone 12 and under from using apps, social media apps. It's known as the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act.
That's what's up.
This bill would create a government-ran verification program overseen by the Department of Commerce that would require parents to upload the ID of these children to prove their ages. So they can,
here you go.
before they even say, yeah.
Man, God.
Yep.
They always trying to introduce some shit, but they made it sound good,
They
man.
made this shit sound good, right?
They made it sound
like,
good as fuck, man.
Look at
So yeah, let me scan your child's face.
Yep.
And get his DNA.
It's already out there, bro.
That's crazy.
It's already out there. Oh, that's just something funny I wanted to play.
Why you gotta scan my child's face, bro? Why you just can't stop him from getting on there?
Hold on, man. Is it right now?
Whatever y'all want to do, I'm just going to laugh.
Okay. Oh, we finish politics first. Also, man, Disney is suing Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, Disney is. They are tired of Ron DeSantis. They're suing him, I think, on the basis of like government retaliation. Like they're basically saying he is trying to use his power to get them to conform and giving up land and all this other stuff. And as we know, Disney has, especially in Florida, especially in Orlando, really, Disney run things down there. And it's not really a bad thing. A lot of people are okay with it because it brings, money to the city. But they also have like their own little Disney town that people pay millions of dollars to stay in these homes. Those homes are shitting on Dilworth. If you ever get an opportunity, I forget the name of the town. It's like right outside of the park. But they are officially suing Ron DeSantis. I don't know how far they've gotten into that. I think they're just at a basis of they're tired. It's been a lot of back and forth. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out because Mickey Mouse ain't feeling his ass.
Yeah, so I've heard about it. I ain't really read too much into it, but yeah, that's you right. Disney run Florida, and they main competitor are real conservative Republicans.
Yep.
And they just been beefing, especially over the last few years with the gay bill, where there was a "Don't Say Gay."
Yeah.
They've been beefing hard, Disney and the Republicans of Florida.
Might as well put bandana print on his little shorts.
Oh,
that's
big
gangsta
Mouse.
shit. Rob DeSantis, fuck you.
Well, I'm with Goofy.
Disney own everything though, bro. All them IPs they own, bro. They can put the Avengers against
You see Mickey Mouse
DeSantis.
doing shit like that? We run Florida, bitch.
Yo, that nigga sounds just like Mickey.
Shout out to Mickey, bro.
Yeah, that's my favorite growing up, bro.
Right.
Oh, shit. All right, man. Fuji's rapper Pras, who I didn't even know still existed, doing things.
Shit, ain't nobody know he exists until recently.
Well, he
go ahead.
is about to be serving some major time for funneling money from a fugitive, a Malaysian financer, through straw donors. Hold on. He was funneling money from a now fugitive Malaysian financer through straw donors to Barack Obama's 2012 re-election campaign. They were trying to squeeze a Justice Department investigation and influence an extradition case on behalf of China for somebody we have in our custody during Trump's administration. He got found guilty on 10 counts, including conspiracy and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. His defense argues he just wanted to make money and got some bad legal advice. So basically that foreign Malaysian dude that he was working with is the guy that gave him the bad advice and on these ways to make money, because he was making deals and backdooring some millions. I think he got somebody a picture with Barack or some shit like that. Yeah, man, Pras.
I guess they went down the list, and after Jay-Z said no, they like, well, what about that guy from the Fugees?
I mean, you know, Wyclef is like the something in Haiti. Didn't he do something?
All that
He
shit
tried to
do-
run for president.
I said, all them niggas doing illegal shit. The Fugees tripping. Lauryn Hill taking niggas money for their concerts. She showing up. She ain't showing up.
Hey, I think she be playing like what's that shit called? Like Suicide, where y'all be coming together. It's like Chicken.
Yeah.
She be playing Chicken. That's why she be late. Like she be there the whole time, but she be like, "Man, are they leaving yet?
I'm about to leave.
Are they leaving yet? Oh, so they really gonna stay? All right, I give them 5 minutes.
Right. She know the insurance money gonna take care of everything.
Oh damn.
When she don't show up for a show. And then Wyclef, did he do some illegal shit in Haiti? He
I
got
know he
it.
tried to run for the president. I just don't know if he
I
did
thought he was
anything
taking
illegal.
donations from them when they had the floods or the hurricane.
Oh,
I
he
thought
was stealing money?
Yeah, I
That
don't know
nigga
how
from
true
Haiti,
it is.
bro. Them
Allegedly, I think. I don't know the true story. Look it up. But the Fugees, bro, they losing.
I tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I hate to go biblical on you, man, but one thing I see a lot in the Bible is like taking care of the less fortunate. And if you stealing from poor people, that's to me that's like a big ass sin.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like you are literally not taking care of the people that it says repeatedly over and over. Like, hey, make sure you take care of the little people. Make sure you take care of the little people. Make sure you take care of the little people. No, nigga, give me that money.
Right.
Like, damn, dog, y'all stealing from the
Embezzling.
poor.
People love embezzling from the poor
Oh,
because
I
they don't know no
finished
better.
Snowfall.
It's like shit.
Oh,
We got $100 in donations. These niggas used to only having $10, so let's give them 20, and I'll take 80. Like that's how niggas be doing it.
no, that's messed up, man. That's,
Yeah, it's messed up, bruh.
All right,
Wait till I
Johnny-
start my nonprofit, bruh.
Whoa. Johnny sent me a clip, man. What is this?
Ah man, I meant to send it to y'all earlier, but I just wanted to see y'all reaction, man. My nigga my
Love
nigga
you too,
Umar,
baby.
bruh.
Miss Good
Pan
Coochie. What
African.
kind of name is that? Miss Good Coochie. Wait a minute. Was that a snow bunny? Miss Good. Wait a minute. That was a bunny. Oh Lord. That was a Miss. I love you too, baby. Miss Good Coochie. What kind of name is that? Miss Good Coochie. Wait a minute. Was that a snow bunny? Miss Good. Wait a minute.
Man, it's nobody
That was a
got
bunny.
him, man.
Oh Lord. That was
There's nobody that got him, bruh.
Hey, y'all know
He just
Umar
read a
capping,
name.
yo. Umar is capping,
Oh, he
man.
definitely
He's
DM'd
had
that after
black
that.
pussy. I mean, he's had white
That's
pussy
why he kept
before.
saying the names. Like, let me just remember that screen name so I can DM but Miss Good Coochie.
That's a white woman. Oh, Lord.
Did you see the fight party shit that he did?
Who?
Dr. Umar, he was like, hey, I'm going to be in, I think he's in Detroit. He said, Detroit, if you're having a fight party, I will be there. But if you have any snow bunnies in there, as soon as I walk through the door, if I see a snow bunny, I'm turning around.
That nigga tripping. I ain't gonna miss no fight.
Nah, nigga.
Y'all going shit. Fuck them snow bunnies. Let me get a 3-piece hot wing off this bitch.
Also this week, man, Jerry Springer passed away at 79 years old. Now, did y'all know Springer's family migrated to the U.S. from London during World War II? He used to be the Cincinnati mayor, and he got his career started on the Cincinnati NBC News affiliate.
He put that nigga Steve on.
He hosted the he hosted the Jerry Springer Show for 27 years. And he died at his home in Chicago at 79, man. Thank you, Jerry, for all those years, bro.
All those years.
Every time I skipped school, bro, I was watching your show all day, every day.
Right.
crazy.
Lit.
Junk. Ain't nobody heard
Titties,
that
boy,
junk.
on TV.
Oh,
the titties.
you remember they used to show 'em?
Yeah,
They tried to censor my man. Remember Ringmaster? He had his own movie.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah,
dog.
I remember that. That movie was good as hell.
Yeah,
But
bruh.
what happened to my nigga Steve? He ain't saying nothing.
Steve Wilkos.
Yeah.
Steve probably hurt, bro.
Yeah, he
probably somewhere.
He's like, yo, he put
Messed
That
Steve
nigga
on.
put Steve on.
That was his
nigga
right
got
hand
his
man.
own show.
Steve.
Jerry
nigga
seen
Steve
Jerry
Wilkos.
seen Steve was a star. Jerry was like, I got a spot for you, Steve.
Right,
He
man.
put that nigga all the way
Hey,
on.
Steve used to pick them big women up,
Oh,
carry them to the
Steve was
back,
that-
boy.
People forget Steve was security, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
Steve was
Top flight.
security. Yeah.
Look, now all he do on his shows is yell at people.
Uh-huh.
How dare you?
How many times can you cheat on this woman that loves you?
Jerry used to go to the back, console them women. You all right? You good? You good now?
Nah, Jerry don't let him go to the back. Jerry used to surprise some niggas with, well, she was listening
Oh,
backstage.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, man, I remember them days I be sick or something. I'm at the crib. I'm watching Passions and I'm watching Jerry Springer, bro.
Gotta
Oh, you
watch Jerry Springer.
Never mind. I feel you though, man.
Gotta watch Jerry. I had my grandma watching Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "This don't make no sense."
Man, we grew up on that shit, man. Like our
Yeah,
generation is something else. Cause we grew up on that wrestling, like shit we shouldn't have been watching.
I mean, we got the best of both worlds, and man, when I look back at that stuff, man, it is not nearly compared to what my telephone is showing me. Like, just going down a timeline alone is like, whoa. If I had access to this at my age back in the day, I wouldn't, it's too
Right.
much exposure. It's too much exposure. Back then, it's like, they at least bleep the titties out. If Jerry Springer was still on today, them titties would be hanging on them fights.
We gotta get
Just
the Jerry
out.
Springer biopic, bruh.
Bruh,
Yeah, that's going to be a good biopic.
Yeah.
Where does this nigga get midgets from? This nigga always
Oh,
had
used
a
to have
midget on the
hella-
show.
Bruh, everybody,
little
bruh,
person.
coming
Little
through.
Used to
person.
have hella little people
Make
on
sure
the
you
show.
bleep that out.
Right.
Damn, can you mark
used to
that?
I remember when the lady, she know her boyfriend was black. And she came on. He's like, I just got something to tell you. I'm black. She's like, motherfucker, what?
Was she blushed?
No, she was. I didn't understand that shit.
That was a good one. I remember that.
Oh man,
I
he has a
remember that,
classic
yeah.
episode.
Was he
bruh.
hella light skinned or something?
He was hella light skinned, but
Oh.
still, bruh.
Oh.
That nigga Jerry would just throw some shit together.
She was probably saying, I can't stand
It was some niggas who went to high school with on Jerry Springer, bro.
I remember that. I
Who?
remember you saying that.
I don't know these niggas' name. I have to look it up. But they played basketball for this woman's heart on Jerry Springer.
Oh, you talk about that shit all the time.
That shit,
Yeah.
cause I was like, oh, I know them niggas.
I hoop you for a heart, nigga.
Oh yeah. So Jerry put the rollaway basketball goal out in the parking lot, and
was
they
going
played
hard.
1-on-1 for the girl.
I had a
That's stupid.
ex of mine that was on Jerry Springer with his wife, but I think like he explained like how it worked, but it was like the theme was like I slept with the landlord for rent money or some shit like that. But
Oh, so he go on the act. It's like an act.
he said that him and his wife already knew, like he had already found out she did cheat. Like the cheating and stuff is real,
Oh.
but it was like they put on because they on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a homeboy. His family, they went on a court show. He was telling me how that shit worked. And you know, you get paid to go in there too. At some point, I think they started paying them to come on there. You get like a little bit of money. They fly you out. So
Shit, KK was on Family Feud.
who?
My kid.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
How long? With your family or his family? Or?
I mean, well, his immediate family, but Johnny know who KK is. That's why I said.
Okay.
He don't stay here no more though.
Nah, he stay in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
All right. So
Shout out KK.
designer was beating his meat on a plane.
Wow.
I'm not shocked.
So
It's
on a
designer.
flight back from Thailand, the rapper claims that the
First
flight
of all.
the flight attendant had him hard, and he hadn't gotten any coochie in Thailand, so he wanted to show her his meat.
First of all.
He said that he started jacking his meat to encourage her. Now, to encourage her to do what? I don't know. And then the flight attendant, reported it, and the rapper had to talk to the FBI.
I got so many questions.
Go ahead.
First of all, why are you in Thailand? Second of all,
He
Thailand
big
is,
over there.
Thailand is
He's big in the
the
bag.
biggest transgender hub in the world. Let's just say that. They had transgenders before transgenders was cool.
Well, he at least could get. he could have got some.
You
trans
about to get canceled.
Make sure you bleep that out. And
market.
real talk. And why are you beating your meat on a plane? And if you are beating your meat on the plane, why the fuck did you get caught?
Mile High Club, bro. Mile High Club.
First of all, nigga, if I'm gonna beat my meat in public, nigga, I'm not getting caught.
Right, you gotta be discreet.
I'm just saying.
He was
So
probably over there
before-
moaning and shit. You gotta be discreet.
Before the whole masturbation thing came out, they had announced that he had turned himself in, or he was turning himself into a mental facility. He was saying like, oh, he was
got
kind
ahead of that shit.
losing his mind, or he needed to go get his mind right. And then it came out that he was being charged for pulling out his dick on the plane and masturbating. But the funny
that is
shit
some
was
crazy shit.
That's crazy.
they moved him because he was in first class. They moved him to the back so his friends could watch him. And it was reported,
And he kept going.
when he got up, he dropped the thing of
Vaseline.
Damn. Maybe something is wrong with designer.
Yes, nigga. Have you heard his music?
I sent you this freestyle
Oh yeah,
earlier
that
this week.
freestyle. That shit was hard though.
First of all, why you got Vaseline on you on the plane?
That nigga got that shit to carry on, bro.
Beating your dick.
Imagine being in line with your team, waiting to get on the plane, like they calling out the different group numbers, and you're like, bro, I can't wait to get on here and beat my shit, bro.
Yo, shout
like,
out
wait,
to my
what?
dad.
That nigga group 3.
That's one like news I don't want reaching my dad, because my dad, son, what's wrong with you? You beat your dick on the plane, son. What is going on? This
Oh
nigga be
man,
like,
yo. All right, man.
once in a while.
NBA playoffs update. Let's see. Of course, this is on you, Johnny, but
Oh, okay.
I got questions. So, if the Knicks advance, well, the Knicks have advanced. So, do you think they can beat the Heat?
Yeah, I think this is the best thing that could have happened for them. That the Bucks lose to the Heat. I think that gives the Knicks a better chance of making it. Some teams
okay.
you just match up better against.
I think it's 50-50 though. But how do you see that playing out? Do you see it Heat? Do you see it Knicks?
you know what it is.
Like, who are you more sold on?
Tom Thibodeau used to coach Jimmy Butler. He know his weaknesses. He coached him twice. He coached him in Chicago and he coached him in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I think he know Jimmy weaknesses, and I think they're gonna devise a plan to make somebody else beat him.
New York in 6.
I got New York. I think that'll go 7.
All right, bet.
New York is not getting past the Heat, bro. Get out of here. You're delusional.
Details. Come on, you can't just say somebody delusional with no
I'm
facts.
gonna tell you why, because the niggas they beat, them niggas was expected to win.
I mean,
The
They,
championship.
yes,
Giannis
they was,
missed how
they
many
was one
games,
of the
though?
people that was expected to win the championship.
How many games Giannis missed?
How many games he missed?
Oh,
2.
he did miss 2.
He missed 2.
Yeah.
But it don't matter. They don't count. Because
Yeah,
the
dude.
Bucks are just as good without Giannis as
Heck no.
Yes, they
they are
are.
not just as good without
they
Giannis.
got his brother, Giannis. Anyways,
That
though,
shit.
nah, for real though. Nah, I just like the way they hooping, man. They hooping like they got something to prove. Well, actually, Jimmy Butler's hooping like he got something
Right.
to
How
prove.
many times he got dropped 40? He ain't gonna drop 40 consecutively on the Knicks.
But see, this is what's so dope about this playoffs. They lost Victor Oladipo and they lost Tyler Hero. 2 heavy hitters. Well, not Victor.
Oh, I'm
but
definitely taking
Tyler
Knicks in
Hero
7. I didn't
definitely
know that.
definitely
Yeah.
a heavy hitter for the Miami Heat.
For sure.
You want that guy on your team
The
while
Knicks
you
just
going to
look
the
real
playoffs.
good right now. They probably playing some of the
Jalen
best team
Brunson, dog.
basketball
Ever.
like I've ever
In
seen
history.
the Knicks play. Yeah. Like
Who stepped up for Tyler Hero and Oladipo? Like, who is?
Jimmy Butler.
And Max Strus.
Oh yeah,
Don't
yeah.
forget my boy Max Strus. He going in.
I mean,
But,
Adebayo hooping.
All right, guys. Also in that next round, we got Celtics and Sixers. So
That's gonna be a good series.
Hold on, just to give you a little history fact. This is the first time in history. Well, excuse me, the second time in history that an eighth seed has beaten the first seed.
That's
all I
true.
wanted to say.
the
They had
Heat
eight-
was AC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
was
Heat
an
was the
eighth
eight.
seed, and they beat the first seed. That's like the second time.
Shout
in
out
Yeah, the
history.
to
first
that,
time
yo.
was the Mavericks and the Warriors.
Yeah.
Shout out to
The
that.
Warriors beat
Oh,
the
I remember
Mavericks.
that. I
With B.
remember
Diddy,
that.
B. Davis.
Yeah, Baron Davis
Yeah.
went crazy and then he lost the second round.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're looking at the Celtics or the Sixers. What we thinking there?
I gotta go Celtics
I'm
on
going
that.
Seas, man.
Yeah,
Seas
Seas.
gonna get it.
Yeah,
James
it's gonna be a
Harden
good
ain't who he
series
used to
though,
be.
but unfortunately, man, I hate it for Doc Rivers because you know he real supposed to be a player's coach.
Yeah.
And it's just like that Sixers team just ain't got it. They ain't got it. They ain't got the championship material that they need.
I'm gonna be real. Embiid got it. Embiid's
Yeah, you know what they should do?
What?
I know people love Harden, but Maxey nice. Lillard looking for some like Lillard. The
He's shopping
Trailblazers
teams.
they shopping. Yeah, they shopping them.
Okay.
Why not try to get Lillard? Get rid of Harden. Lillard, Maxey, and Embiid gonna win you a ring.
Now,
bruh.
see, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Maxey is not gonna stay if you're bringing Lillard. Lillard is gutting a team.
No,
bro.
he said get rid. You said get rid.
I
of
said
Max.
get rid of Harden.
Oh, get rid of Harden.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Do
you
Lillard,
bruh.
Maxey, and Embiid.
So you trying to recreate CJ McCollum esque Sixers?
Yeah, I can see that
CJ
working.
McCollum did.
Bruh,
Okay.
if I'm the 76ers, I'm not putting yes on that in case Maxey is a part of the deal. He's got to be a
You
part
want
of
him to
the
be
deal.
shipped.
I
You-
mean, I wouldn't want him to be, but honestly, he got to be part of the deal, bro. You telling me James Harden is who I'm getting? Who I'm
Yeah,
getting?
yeah.
James
Harden go to
Harden?
the Blazers.
Nah, I need more than that, bro.
Or
Alright.
either bring a third team in because Harden probably don't want to go to the Blazers. He probably don't want to
He
part
want to
no
go back
rebuild.
to the Rockets. Let him tell it.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
think he just like living in
All them
Houston.
strip clubs
I
in
think he just
Houston?
like living in
Yeah.
Houston.
And he got that restaurant down there.
Yeah.
So these are my questions based off predictions. It's Monday when this show drops, so maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong. But if the Lakers beat Memphis, if the Warriors beat the Kings, can the Lakers get past the Warriors?
LeBron did it one time in his life. He got past the Warriors.
But he
Can he
had
do it
somebody
again?
with him. He had somebody.
Oh, he
with him.
got somebody with him now. What's the white boy?
Nah, he ain't got nobody.
The white boy be
that's-
hooping.
I like Reeves. I
Yeah.
like Reeves, but he ain't no Kyrie. He ain't, bruh. No.
And the Warriors is not the Warriors that we saw last year or the years they won them championships. That's a different Warriors team. They
Stephen
going through
Curry
some
still
shit.
Stephen Curry.
That's the only thing. I give you that. Steph Curry and Clay, like the rivalry between LeBron and Steph is really an underrated rivalry.
Yeah.
Like these good dudes been going at it for like the last 6-7 years.
Yeah, they have, man.
So, but I think the Lakers can beat the Warriors. This would be the year to do it. The Lakers to me got the better team right now,
and they on fire. They got momentum going. They're to me the best team in the playoffs just because they have momentum going into it. Like they had to win, and they kind of surprised everybody. I think they needed like 19 wins to get into the playoffs,
right?
And they did that. They even got to the 7th seed, so they got momentum. And they say anytime you're playing with that type of momentum, it kind of carries over into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you got Lakers could possibly beat the Warriors.
Yeah, I think if I
and
can
you got
see
the
it,
Warriors.
I'm with you.
I'm
Lakers,
just not
Suns,
gonna bet
LeBron
against
versus KD.
Curry.
That'd be a hell of a Western Conference final.
Well, that was my last thing. Who is beating the Suns? I haven't, that's Paul. Is he injured?
Nah, he there.
So we got Paul,
Devin
Booker,
Booker,
and Kevin Durant.
and Ayton. They just got a squad.
and
You know
Ayton,
who I think can get him, just to be real? Fucking Denver, because Denver.
I say, yeah, that's the only team I
Denver
can think of.
has been together. Their core has been together long.
And they healthy this
Yeah,
year.
and then they are healthy. So I think if they see Denver, they're gonna run into
That's
some
gonna be a
trouble.
good series.
but the Phoenix core has been together too. Only thing that's been added is Kevin Durant, and we've
Right.
seen Kevin Durant injected in offensive. He improves team.
Right.
Like if you already got a package and they already got a system, add a Kevin Durant, he knows how to just do his job. So
Right.
you still saying that
I
Denver?
still saying Denver because man, bro, just think about how many times you don't been. They've been to the playoffs so many times, and it's just like I feel like it's just like the Kings, bro. You start to learn, you start to build habits, you start to get better, and there's nobody that's just gonna go in as with the same game plan. Is what I'm trying to say. They got something up their sleeves. I believe them.
So I prompt a scenario to you. If let's do your scenario. Warriors pass the Lakers. They meet the Nuggets and not the Suns, in your opinion?
I'm just saying, whoever, I would say it's going like this because obviously obviously the Warriors and the Lakers going to be the next thing. I'm just calling that off the rip.
Okay.
So whoever wins that possibly will see the Suns in Denver because I think Denver already won.
So you're not determined. You don't
Yeah,
think
yeah, Denver's already in
So
there.
you saying if a team could beat the Suns, it would be Denver?
I think so.
Okay.
I agree with you. If anybody in the Western Conference could beat the Suns, it's Denver.
Yeah.
So whoever win this series. But if Denver win, and I think Denver could lose to the Warriors or the Lakers as well. It's weird. It's not basketball science.
I think that the Lakers could beat a Denver. I think the Warriors could beat a Denver. I just, when it comes to the Suns, it's just the way they use Ayton. In my opinion, the way they use Ayton.
Jokic's going to cancel him out. That's what
I was
I'm
about
thinking.
to say he ain't better than Jokic.
And then you got
that's
what's my
facts,
boy
that's
that used to
facts.
play in Orlando that almost won the dunk contest. That shit.
Aaron Gordon is nice.
You got
he been going off.
Murray.
He been having a good season. Murray
You
been going
got
off.
Porter. They got a squad. I mean, it's the reason they number one team in the West.
And they got KCP, my boy.
Yeah.
KCP.
That nigga loves you love some
Love
random ass
underdog.
niggas.
Man, y'all be hating, bro. That boy is a sure shot, bro.
Standing basketball
Post.
coach Ime Udoka has served his suspension and will be signing with the Houston Rockets for 4 years, $28 million. He's been introduced as their new coach. This is a good move for y'all. Y'all think?
Man, they
this
about to be 0-81.
is
If he can turn that organization around, good for him. But the Rockets suck.
All I'm gonna say is hide your kids, hide your wife.
Oh, definitely. Nah, Slim Thug. Hopefully he checked in with Slim Thug and Jay
Yeah,
Prince.
Jay Prince.
My boy Udoka's on strike. He said he gonna get out there.
Jay Prince, don't be fucking nobody's wife when you're down here.
Oh man, that's a good impersonation. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets for 4 draft picks. Thoughts, Johnny?
Hey man,
4?
if you got a chance to win, go ahead and go after it. That's somebody you got 2 or 3 years with Rodgers, go for it. With Rodgers, you can pull in big names. They're gonna sign some I think Ezekiel Elliott, they talk about he might go to the Jets. So you're going to bring in some big names when you got Rodgers there, because that means you're trying to win right now, and there's a lot of veterans that's willing to take a 1-year, 2-year contract to try to win.
Zeke needs a fresh start.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically lost his spot over in Dallas, so yeah, he do need somewhere.
Johnny, the NFL draft highlights. What do you see?
We had 3 black quarterbacks go in the top 10. That's never happened before.
And who are those quarterbacks?
You had the Panthers took Bryce Young. C.J. Stroud went to the Texans. And then the Colts. I keep forgetting my dude's name. He the hood one that nobody wanted to take a chance on because he was hood.
Oh, that nigga about to win
But the
fucking
Colts
Super Bowl.
took him. Yeah.
Oh, we got Wonder Bread boy over here. The fuck.
My nigga Bijan, who is like, this dude Bijan about to be a star in NFL. He went to the Falcons. He a running back from Texas.
Oh, I seen his name.
Yeah, the dude take acting classes and shit. Like he made for the camera. As long as he stay out of trouble, he good to go. I think he gonna be a star.
He not even focused on football.
He about to be an A. He good.
Let me see. Last but not least, man, fight night.
Hey man, my boy Tank Davis, he hit Ryan Garcia with the body shot in the 6th, I think it was. Dropped him.
That's what dropped him for real?
Yeah, it was a body shot.
It was a body shot.
Okay, I was like, yo, did he just take a knee during the fight?
Oh, nah, he hit him. You know, when you get hit in the body, sometimes it's a delayed reaction.
I was just finna say that.
And
He
you can't
hit that man
recover.
so
Like,
hard,
he wanted
he
to get up.
feel
He
it
just
off the
can't.
rip.
He can't. I seen body shots in niggas.
I seen him when he hit. I seen the impact. I said, ooh.
Yeah.
Because you could see it. And then next thing you know, he went back. He just dropped to his knee.
Right.
I was like,
and he couldn't get up.
Was that knockout then?
Yeah,
that's
that
a
counts
TKO.
That counts as a knockout. Or
okay.
knockdown. Well, knockout. Cause
Well, it's TKO because it's technically you knocked out.
Yeah.
Any highlights from fight night?
Chief Keef he walked Tank out, and they said that Love Sosa was trending.
Oh, that song will never get old.
Right.
I might go on the ledge and say top 50 songs ever made.
It might be, bro,
Top
because that
50?
shit got me hyped. I listened to it the next day. I was like, yo, that shit go hard.
Yeah, I need to add it to a workout playlist.
He said,
You talking about Chief Keef, nigga? You talking about that Chief Keef that?
Oh, that Soulja Boy?
Nah, that's at the beginning of that song. Like, it's this long rant.
Sound like a Soulja Boy rant.
Nah, it's some dude just going in.
Y'all know Chief Keef and Bad Baby were dating.
Oh, no.
That shit is crazy to me. Now people are talking about he was grooming her. Because he 28, I think, and she 20.
Yeah, I heard.
But they've been dating for a while.
I heard she got like 5 tattoos.
Yeah, she got his name tattooed 5 times
all
on
it.
I can see that shit, man.
Like his birthday on her, his real name and shit.
I can see that shit.
Poor girl.
Damn, why niggas put their whole goddamn mouth on another chick?
And then they was never together. It's just crazy.
That's crazy.
They was like, so y'all was dating? She's like, well, I mean, we wasn't dating. I was like, oh, hell. You sound stupid.
Why else would anybody be talking
she
to Bad
sounds
Bunny?
stupid
They
in
trying to hit that.
Yeah.
They
And he
trying to
probably have been viewing her for a minute since the Catch Me Outside days.
Bruh, she making meals off of
OnlyFans.
Yeah, why else would that guy be talking to her? He trying to smash.
Right. She made like $30 million off OnlyFans last year.
How did Whoa Vicky get famous? I meant to ask you that.
Well, Vicky got famous because she was slow. And she was doing like vines.
Period.
She's not that slow, but yeah,
she
like her whole family. I think she grew up in like foster care in High Point. She
woke as hell now.
Oh yeah, now she found Jesus.
She woke.
Yeah. Well, Vicky, she done got it together, but yeah, she was like her and her like special needs friends would make like videos and shit.
Not special needs friends.
Yeah, and then she was saying the N word, and people was getting mad about that. She's like, yeah, I'm black. And you know, you never know, man.
She
She
must be.
Hey, I can't wait till some of these white people like actually be white and watch everybody surprised.
It usually happens. Well, I don't know, because Whoa Vicky kicked Bad Baby ass when they got in that fight. I was like, oh, she might be
them white
black.
girls gonna turn about
Shit,
40, realize
Bad Baby got white. Bad Baby was like, get her off me. But Whoa Vicky was throwing hands, bro. She might be black.
They gonna get late 30s, realize there's power in their whiteness, and do the same thing the Kardashians did.
Why not?
Change that shit up.
Why not? $1 billion family off of a sex tape.
I guess being woke is the answer for autism, because she don't snap up out of that shit.
She still sounds slow as fuck. She still sounds slow as fuck.
That shit don't snap
She
up out of her.
sounds slow as
She
fuck.
could diagnosed her with autism.
She had something.
I think she's got learning this. You might be right. Fuck it out.
She got Asperger's something.
Yo, anybody out there suffering from any of these conditions, we're not, making fun of you guys and making any jokes, you know what I'm saying?
James is.
We do apologize, you know what I'm saying? Something just seems terribly wrong with this person that we're speaking about, and we just want to figure out maybe she's been diagnosed with something. I'm not making it better. Real nigga of the week this week, man. I'm giving that shit to this guy named Dennis Barnes, 16-year-old senior at International High School, Nowlands, Louisiana. He has a 4.98 GPA. He's graduating in 2 years, but this real nigga shit he's doing is he's gotten addicted to being accepted. He filled out 200 applications for colleges and got 170 acceptance letters and over 9 million in scholarships and offers. Yes, and he's a black man. So I don't know what school he's going to choose when the time comes. That's a lot of money that's gonna get left on the table.
Watch that nigga go to South Dakota State or something.
I know, right? But I mean, shout out to him, man, taking that initiative, doing that. So
major in agricultural science.
I wonder how many HBCUs he got on there.
Probably all of
170, 200
except
schools.
for Howard.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock all of them out. Knock all of them out. All right, we got
Howard. Like you got straight A's. They ain't even enough.
Schools if they
Howard, that tough to get into?
Nah, not really.
Oh, okay.
You heard me?
Huh?
Are you touring all those schools if they ask you to come out there?
Fuck no.
Come on out here.
They gotta give me he got game when he went to go visit state.
We're talking. There's only a couple colleges.
That was the dopest college
I gotta get fucking
before they
recruited.
Gave me the white girls.
Yes.
That's why you want.
Before they brought reality into the picture, it was only a couple colleges I even wanted everyone to go to. It was like UNC, of course, or Duke. It was either one of those.
That's like wearing that powder blue.
I wanted to go to Maryland, and I think that was it. Them like the three schools that I thought I would be able to get into, and then reality hits, and they're like, yo, it costs $90K to go to that shit, and I'm like, oh, okay. I thought like college was just something you got to do after finishing high school.
That's why you need a scholarship, my boy.
Yep. All right, Johnny, man, Dunce Metal.
Oh yeah, shout out to this young lady. She I'm gonna pull her back up. I'm sorry, y'all.
Pull her back.
All right, so white noise.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So Australian marathoner. Her name is Josiah Zach Zerwitsky. I'm saying that wrong. She finished third in the 2023 GB Ultra 50-mile race marathon.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But despite winning the bronze medal, she was stripped of that medal because after further research, she used a car for a portion of the course.
Adversity?
Yeah, so she basically, her friend, I guess, I don't even know why she got in the car with her friend. I don't know if she was hurting or what. But for a portion of the race, she actually was in a car, and she had her friend drop her off ahead of the race.
They hotboxed the car. 30 minutes later,
she still came in third. Nigga, how you in a car? You in third?
Because they was hotboxing the car.
She didn't want to overtake the second runner because she said that it would be too obvious.
And they were hotboxing the car.
And her friend ain't shit because she said she was exhausted, and she was suffering from, I think, lack of sleep and like jet lag or something. Like she literally flew there or got
from
there
Australia to London,
and then had to race. And she said she was extremely tired. And her friend was like, "I could just take you. I could just drive you." So her friend ain't shit either.
Yeah, they both shit.
They try to pay they flights at least.
Pick me
but
up.
she said she apologized. I believe she apologized to the person it should have been, which is one right behind her. But they stripped her of her medals. But I don't know if they're gonna give it to the fourth person because technically they won.
Yeah.
You should. I know they did that one year in CrossFit. The guy that came in third got popped for PEDs, so they ended up giving the medal to the guy that came in fourth.
Somebody show me the supplements with the PEDs in them, please. Is there a website with that?
I mean, some of that shit they sell at GNC. It's just illegal to use in competition.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It's mostly all recovery stuff.
She called her friend. She said,
protein.
"Bitch, get some backwoods."
Yeah, certain proteins they got like recovery stuff.
They
in
was
it.
definitely hotboxing the car. That's the only reason she was third.
Get some backwoods. You got
oh
the
shit!
backwoods?
Get out the car. You gotta walk across the finish line.
This black dude from Durham got popped.
Hold up. All right, there you go.
Go. All right, man. Person of the week, yo.
Person of the week, I'm giving it to Becky Hammonds, I think is her last name.
White Soul Sister.
So she is actually being considered, I believe, she's the current head coach for the Aces.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And the Raptors received permission to interview her for their head coach position.
Major
keys.
Major move.
Major moves.
That'd be dope. She
I don't
over there.
think,
Her and Drake could get on her fucking nerves.
The listeners don't understand, but that'll be the first woman
coach in the NBA.
NBA. That's saying something.
I tell you this, I don't give a fuck what the plight is. I don't want to ever be the first anything like that.
Shout out to Jackie Robinson.
Huh?
Why you say that?
Just imagine the first black boy to go to a all-white school. That shit was fucking
yeah,
hell.
it's
you
a little
gotta deal
different
with
nowadays.
shit.
Oh, I bet you
But
whooped his
she learned under Greg Pop. So
Oh yeah,
she
probably
goes.
a fool.
she good.
Yeah. No, she worked for
the.
She worked for the Spurs. She worked for the Spurs.
Yeah.
I feel like
But
coaching.
but that head coach position, you pretty much like you the manager now. Like
Yeah.
you worked your way up to manager.
She definitely can handle. I mean, she
And
won
you
a
at the whim
NBA
of-
WNBA
You have to
championship.
win more of the GM and the guys over you. So you although she's had her experiences and she's probably seen some shit, now she's stepping into that spotlight. So not only is she gonna get it at work, she gonna get it in the media. Until it becomes the norm, she's gonna be getting it from a lot of different places.
Yeah.
But she will be a pioneer, and she will be done. She's yelling. She's coaching, so the next little girl behind her could come and coach. So
Oh, absolutely.
it's definitely dope. I'm just saying, me
shout out to
personally,
her. She definitely
big
needs to-
ups to you first.
Thank you, Becky.
And it has been episode 255 of the Kicking Shit Podcast. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with us. Listen, man, if you're watching us right now on the YouTube, go ahead, like and comment. If you listen on Spotify, follow, Apple Podcast, subscribe. Oh, where my sounds at? No, shit. Yo. Hold on. Anyway. Oh, we really
Closing
not doing
remarks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, y'all get
man.
y'all closing
Let me
remarks
see.
on.
In
Thank
honor
you.
of Jerry Springer, what he used to say. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of others. I think that's what he used to say at the end of the show.
Bring something to the
Yeah,
table besides
something
a
like
chair.
that.
Bring something to the table besides a chair.
Nigga, build a table from scratch.
There you
I could
go.
do that.
Go to IKEA. They still got that section of
not no
IKEA with the
container
beat up
store.
stuff.
Not no. I don't want no Amazon house. I don't want no Apple house.
Hey, she playing it.
I
She
was
playing
watching
the
the
fuck out of
show.
you, dog.
I was watching the show. That nigga was living in a container. I said, "Damn, I hope this ain't what James striving for."
Nah.
But nah,
My
they
shit
ended up
about to be
hooking up his
lavish.
container because he was like just living in there. He was like one of them where they fix people's lives.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they redid his container. That shit looked nice when they redid it.
See, I want the after effect. I don't want the just living in the container.
Oh shit!
Hollering about if women cook and do this. You don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I hate to sound like prehistoric, but damn,
I
at
was
least
gonna say,
fix a nigga a
prehistoric, we
sandwich.
ain't go out
Yeah,
there
damn, I
and
can't get a sandwich. I just
cut
work
some
12
trees
hours.
down
Hey,
to
that's
build
right.
a house.
But you know, it sounded prehistoric behind you don't have to do anything because I'm working. I just expect you to clean and cook.
Just
Yeah.
give me a
That
sandwich.
don't really sound too bad.
That
No,
shit
Most of these
sounds
niggas
good.
want you to bring half the table, okay, and then cook and
Most
clean
of these niggas
and raise my
want to be
kids.
bad bitches.
Now that's true.
Hey,
I
man.
don't blame a
I
nigga for
can't
that.
compete with no man
That's a
that want
whole
to be a
new
bad bitch.
conversation for a whole
I'm
nother.
working
Hey.
12 hours. I need a sandwich. I
Hey,
need some
hey,
kind
When you talk about that sandwich, short story. My homeboy used to rap. We ended up going to some nigga house that he was recording at, and it was this fat nigga. And his girl made him a sandwich. The fat nigga girl made him a sandwich, bro. That's the most beautiful sandwich I ever seen in my life. And I said, damn, I gotta be fat or either get me a woman that loves a fat nigga. Cause that sandwich was beautiful, bro.
She hooked him up.
He's like, baby, make me a sandwich. She came back, bro. The sandwich about that thick. Meat, lettuce, tomato, all the sauces, chips on the side. I said, damn.
All right, man, we getting out of here, man. It's been episode 255. Thank you for kicking it with us. Like, subscribe, comment. I fucked my outro up earlier, man, but you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, subscribe, Google Play, SoundCloud, and iHeartRadio. I'm your boy, Jumpman Jones. I'm signing out for D. I'm signing out for James. I'm signing out for Jukebox Johnny. I want you guys to love the life you live and the people in it. Find the positive in every situation. and live in the moment because this life is not forever. Somebody get my man Johnny a sandwich. He's hungry. We're going to talk to y'all niggas next week.
With all the condiments.
All of them.
R.I.P. Jerry.
Yeah, rest in peace, my nigga Jay Springer.
Oh, rest in peace, Harry Belafonte.
Anybody know what Harry Belafonte is famous for?
Oh, hell no, we can't do that.
A hell of a name.
I don't even know what he's famous for.
That's why I didn't say anything, because I wanted to avoid asking that question. So.
Oh, okay.
R.I.P. that man.
Daddy, are you on the radio?